So hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come on today and talk to you guys about reinvesting in our gift basket business. You know, I know we have made a little money from the Valentine's Day holiday, and we got a little surplus, hopefully. And so in that, you know, we want to use a little bit of that money to reinvest in our business so that we can kind of, go forward. So I have a few things here that I wanted to discuss with you guys about, some things that you could possibly get for yourself to reinvest in your gift basket business. The first thing I wanted to talk about is reinvesting from the business standpoint of your business. So I know I have some things spread out here, and I'm going to get into those in just a minute, but I wanted to talk about the business aspect of our business first. And one of the things that I did a couple years ago for my business was I invested in QuickBooks Online for my business. I know we don't talk a whole lot about the business aspect of your business, and I don't know how deep you guys are getting into the business itself, or you guys just doing this as a side hustle, so you may not keep up with your receipts and all that kind of thing for, tax purposes or stuff like that. But if you are, you may want to think about what you need to do to make sure that all of your documentation and that kind of thing is in line. So a couple things that I did from the business standpoint of my gift basket business was, first, I invested in QuickBooks Online. It has been a really good tool for me to be able to, I connect all of my business bank accounts and everything to my QuickBooks Online account. Everything is automatically uploaded. I can go in and update it, and then I can categorize it and correct it as needed. So it's very easy from that standpoint. I also invested in this next thing that I'm about to show you. I invested in this neat receipts scanner. And the reason why I invested in this was because I was having issues with my receipts fading. And me as a CPA, I know that the IRS doesn't really care that your receipts have faded. You need to be able to have proof of items that you purchased. So I purchased this neat receipt scanner. I actually purchased this used off of eBay because I wanted to see how it would work before I paid full price for something. I think the regular price of these are like over $100, and I think I may have paid like $20 or something like this for this scanner. And I've had it for 2 or 3 years at this point, and it has done well. I haven't had any problems with it. I did have to go in and go online and download the software in order to, put it on my computer. But once I got it, it has really done well for me. And all I do is go in and I scan in my receipts and I attach them to my QuickBooks. There's a place in QuickBooks where you can attach electronic receipt to your document. So everything is right there in QuickBooks once I scan my receipt in. So I don't have to worry about, not having documentation. Now, last year, I didn't do a good job of scanning my receipts as I went and making sure that my documentation was updated. But I'm trying to do a better job about that this year. I waited till the end of the year to do all that, and it took me forever trying to get all of my information updated and that kind of thing. So this year I'm trying to do a little bit along so that I won't, have so much to do at one time. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys this from a business standpoint. If you're interested in trying to invest in your business. And like I said, I don't know how deep you guys are going into the business aspect. If this is just a side hustle for you, if this is going to be an actual business. But if it is, you may want to look into investing in a few of these things so that, you can have the proper documentation that you need. Some more things you may want to look into is looking into any licensing. You may need to vend in your area. You may want to look into that if you're trying to do this on a regular basis. you may want to look into getting your licensing together. So now let's talk about gift basket supplies. First thing is, of course, your shrink wrap bags and your cello bags. So I, myself personally, I don't really use the cello rolls very much. I use mostly my shrink wrap bags and my cello bags. I don't use the rolls. I know some people do. I guess I'm lazy in that I rather have the bags. So I buy very different, multiple sizes of bags so that I can have bags for each size that I need as I need them. So the smallest bag that I normally get is a 9x20 cello bag. And what I use those bags for is, those are for my mugs and small things like that. I use the 9x20 cello bag. Then the next size up, I use every now and again, I'll use the 12. I think it's a 12x18 cello bag. I'll use those, or they do have a 12x18 shrink wrap bag. And sometimes those can be used for very small, the little small boxes and cups. Every now and again, I'll use that. I didn't really use that a whole lot for this Valentine's Day. Mostly what I used was the 14 by, I think it was 14x18 shrink wrap bag. And so I use those a good bit. And then the next size up. So normally what I do is, my bags are normally every 4 inches, I guess. So I use 9s. Every now and again, I use 12s. I use 14x18s. I use 18x30 cello bags. And I also use 18x24 shrink wrap bags. I use 18x24 a good bit. My next bag, and this is the one I use the most, is the 24x30 shrink wrap bag. I use this a lot. I order this by 100 at a time. And I order mine from 2 different places. It depends on which one has the cheaper price. I order them either from eBay or from Amazon. Sometimes eBay has a cheaper price and you can get it a good quality bag. I haven't really had any problems with the bags I get from eBay. So I do order from eBay or Amazon. It just depends on which one is cheaper. This year, I have started using a 28x32 shrink wrap bag. And those have come in handy because I've had some items that were just a little bit bigger than this. And so I've used the 28x30. I don't buy them by the 100. I normally buy them, I think, by either 50 or like 25 bags at a time for the 18x32. And then the next one, I have gotten some of the 30, I think it's 32x40 something bags. I've gotten a few of those. But then the next one that I normally get, I make sure that I have the 40x47. I don't get a whole bunch of the 40x47 shrink wrap bags because I don't use them a whole lot. As you can see, I normally order them by the 10 count. Because there's sometimes I do have items that are, really big. Some of those big red buckets that I use, I think they may fit in this. But I do use these from time to time. I do keep this size bag. I think this is as large as I have gone so far in my shrink wrap bags, is the 40x47. If I've gotten anything larger, I may have just ordered, maybe 1 or 2 or, 5 at the most. And I use those and they're gone. But for the most part, I make sure that I have my 40x47, at least 10 of those on hand, so that if I have like a big, I tell you, one of the things that I do use this for, when I do Father's Day and I do the big barbecue gift baskets, I use this, the 40x47 shrink for those. So those do come in handy for that. One of the next things that I do, I would, recommend you guys invest in, and this is just my opinion, is a tape gun. I've had this one for a while, and this is good for taping up boxes and different things like that. But I also have this tape dispenser. So I have the tape gun and the tape dispenser that this tape fits in. And so it saves money because I buy these. I think I ended up buying this from eBay probably a year or so ago. And I I don't know, I may have spent $10 or so, and I got like 10 or 15 or so of these. So it saves money on tape because you can just buy your tape in bulk. This tape works really, really well. If I really want something to stick, I use this tape. I have just switched from the tape that I was using. I was buying for the small tape, I was buying the Dollar Tree tape. I didn't like that tape, and you could buy, and if you get a tape dispenser like this, you know, you can buy those things of tape. I think it's like 6 or 8 in a package at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, but they don't stick very good. So I just purchased a 8-roll from Amazon. I think I paid like $4 or $5 for an 8-pack of the little clear transparent tape. So I'm going to see how that works and see how I like that. But yeah, these are some of the things that I just kind of wanted to come on and share. You know, if you wanted to invest in your business, I would say, you know, go ahead and, you know, invest in some of these things. Make sure you're ready for your next holiday. So, and I didn't start off buying all of these sizes, but as I've gone along, I've seen the bags and stuff that I needed. And so as I've gone, you know, along, I have added different bags and things to my inventory. So I'm going to show y'all one more thing. And this is a kind of one of the most expensive things. And if you do any amount of printing or anything, I would suggest that you get this, what I'm about to show you. So you guys, this is my Epson Eco Tank printer. And as you can see, this is the one that I got. I got the ET4800. This has been, y'all, this was what, when I tell you, well worth the money that I spent on this printer. I spent, I didn't get the highest printer that they had. I got a, I think this printer was like $250 or something like that. They do have some that are like $450. I wanted to try this one out first before I spent so much money on a printer. I love this printer, y'all. I got this printer last year, and if you can see, I have not bought any more ink from the time that I bought this printer last year, and this is where my ink is at this point. Y'all, the ink on these lasts so long. I was spending so much money on printers. I mean, on ink. And it was just, you know, it'll suck up your money. Yeah, because like every time I bought ink, it was like $50 every time. So it's kind of, you know, a pricey item. However, in the long run, you will save a ton of money if you do any significant amount of print. If you don't, you know, then I wouldn't worry about it. But like I said, I do chip bags. I do the little juices. I can print my own flyers, anything like that I need to print. Color, especially color printing. When you go to like Kinko's or Office Depot or somewhere like that, a color sheet is $1 a sheet. I can do all of this myself, and I can scan, and I can do all of that from this printer if I chose to, in this Eco Tank printer. So you guys, so I just wanted to show you this. You know, I thought if you're interested in investing in your business that, you know, you may need to print or whatever, I would suggest getting you an Eco Tank printer. So this is my Cricut that's sitting beside it. You guys can see it has a little wear and tear on it. I've had this this Cricut for about 5 years, or 5 or 6 years at this point. And this was one of the first things. This is what started me in my business, was my Cricut Maker. And so, you know, I think at the time when I bought this, I paid like $400 for them. And I know you can get them for a lot cheaper now because this is an older version. But you know, this is just for certain things, but I do t-shirts and different things like that. And I do everything from this Cricut Maker. I haven't invested in any bigger cutter items or anything like that as of yet, because this is serving me well. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to come on and talk to you about, you know, things that you may want to do to reinvest in your business. And these are just a few things that I have done, you know, to invest in mine. And if you're interested, you know, you may want to do that for yourself. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.